it's Clara, the book goddess, and I'm here to bring you my October wrap-up and my November TBR. So I'm going to start with the nonfiction I read this month, and I don't want to dwell too long on it because this is a fiction booktube, not a nonfiction booktube, and I never really cared much for nonfiction, but the books that were nonfiction that I read this month I did enjoy. And the first one was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sean Covey. This book was amazing, actually. For me, I learned a lot, and I also laughed on like every page. This book was hilarious, and I would highly recommend it. It was just great, and if you're a teenager, you need to go read this, especially if you have many dreams for your future. This book will help you get there. The second book I read was Love Your Life Not Theirs by Rachel Cruz. Rachel Cruz is the daughter of Dave Ramsey, who wrote The Total Money Makeover. And my parents have followed Dave Ramsey for years, and we went to see Rachel and Dave speak, and she was there signing books, and so that's where we bought this and got it signed. So I am very excited to say that I shook hands with Rachel Cruz and got her to sign a book. This book was great. I know you guys are probably thinking, Clara, you're in your early teens. You do not need to be reading about how to manage money. You've got like years ahead of you. You can learn all that later. And I just can say that I'm going to be real smart when I get a job and know how to budget and everything. And I love reading about managing money. I know that sounds insane for someone that hates math, but I do enjoy it. Crazy, right? I know. Fiction books that I remember reading. I don't remember reading like all of them. I think I got all of them. I check my library, check out history, and look through the ones that I read. I'm going to try to remember them all. I had an insane October. So, the first book that I remember reading was Matched by Ali Kani. This is the first in the Matched trilogy, and I hope to finish the trilogy in December or January. It was a dystopian trilogy about the main character, Cassia, who grows up in this society where the government decides pretty much your entire life when you, they choose who you marry, they choose what you eat, they choose what you do for a living, they even choose when you die. Everyone dies at age 80. And I felt reading this book, I literally felt like I was choking and trapped, and I felt claustrophobic reading this book. And I know that may sound crazy, but just to know that they controlled every little thing, I felt like I was just choking, and it was a really good book, and I am very excited about reading the rest of the trilogy. My librarian says it's one of her favorites, so I am very excited, and I highly recommend that book to any dystopian fan. But if you are really, really super claustrophobic, you may not want to read it because it just feels really tight and just like, no freedom in this place? What? Yeah, it was really good. I also read The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh, which was a sequel to The Wrath and the Dawn and the conclusion to the duology. I liked The Wrath and the Dawn better than I liked The Rose and the Dagger. The Rose and the Dagger had a lot of plot holes, but it was still good. And it wasn't as romantic as The Wrath and the Dawn, which is probably the main reason why I like the first one better, because I love romance. I will admit that 1,000 times. I do. And even though The Rose and the Dagger had a lot more magic in it, I still thought The Wrath and the Dawn was better written and more thought through, and the duology was incredible. The characters and the story, it was just an amazing book. It was just amazing, and I highly recommend it. It was a retelling of the Arabian Nights, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I highly recommend you check it out. So, I also read Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. This book was very good. Samantha Van Leer is Jodi Picoult's daughter, and it was just really light and happy and enjoyable, and I just enjoyed it so much. And I read it in like 24 hours, and I want to do a video review of this, or at least a blog post very soon. If you are one of those people that gets attached to fictional characters, you will find the main character, Delilah, very relatable. So I highly recommend this book if you guys like fairy tales / contemporaries. If you like contemporaries, you will like this book, I think, because for the most part, it's set in like the real world here, and it was just a really light and happy book that I loved. Okay, that's it. So TBR, my first book is to finish reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I have like 50 pages left. And I forgot how much I loved Harry Potter, guys. I just forgot. So I'm so happy to be reading that. Okay, so also, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This book is falling apart, and I'll probably end up checking it out from the library or buying a new copy because it's seriously in pieces. The binding is not even on. It's just a mess. And then Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the third book. And then afterwards, I went to read The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This book is actually short. I thought it was going to be long, and then I checked it out and said, hey, I think I can mix this in with my Harry Potter reading. So, I am hoping to read this in between Harry Potter books. Because it's short, I don't expect it to take me real long. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I'm going to, and I'm very excited. Okay, after that, I want to read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is my second favorite Harry Potter book. I love it just so much. It was just amazing, and it's huge. And if you guys know me and have been watching my videos, you know I love a huge book. I'm so excited to be rereading all these books. I'm so happy. I'm a Hufflepuff, guys, so if you're a Hufflepuff, let me know. I am so proud to be Hufflepuff. At first I was like, but I wanted to be a Ravenclaw, and then like, you know what, Hufflepuffs are awesome. So, yeah. Then after I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, if I don't have time to read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, I'm going to go ahead and read this one, which is The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Corey. This is a retelling of Aladdin, and this is also the book club book of the month. I will link to the blog post page for the book club, and you guys can go check it out. This book is a retelling of Aladdin, and in it, instead of Aladdin falling in love with the prince, he falls in love with the genie, and I am so intrigued by that. I don't know too much about it, but it sounds amazing, and both Marissa Meyer liked it, and so did Renee Ahdieh, and Marissa Meyer with The Lunar Chronicles, and Renee Ahdieh with Wrath and the Dawn, and I loved all of those. So, very, very excited. And if I have time, I want to start reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is like my second least favorite Harry Potter book, but it was still amazing because they were all amazing. So, we'll see if I have time to get through all of this because it's NaNoWriMo, and that means 1,200 words a day for me because my goal is 35,000 words. So we're going to see if I get to all this. And before I go, I want to spend a few minutes and talk about the book I'm reading for school right now, and that is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. This book is so good. I was kind of afraid to start it because I had tried reading The Three Musketeers and just hadn't liked it, even though I have to go back and finish it for honors. But this book, guys, is so good. I have not enjoyed a school book this much ever. It is just amazing. And I was like, oh, it's so good. It's emotional. I wanted to cry. I've laughed. I've nearly cried like 5 times. And I'm, not even halfway done with it yet, almost. But it is just so good. And I love emotional stuff so much. And this book is emotional. And it is just so good. It is the best. This book is better than Pride and Prejudice, and I love Pride and Prejudice. That's my favorite classic, but this is my new favorite classic, guys. This book is just extraordinary, and I love it, and I don't think I want it to end, but at the same time I do, because it's really pulling on my emotions, and it's just been kind of a rough journey. I've screamed and just, what? No, that can't happen. What? No. But it's so good. And if you guys like France or classics, I don't care what kind of books you like to read. You just need to read this, y'all. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, it's not as good as Entwined yet. Entwined is my favorite book, in case y'all didn't know that. But just read this, please, and tell me what's going through your head when you read it, because it's so incredibly amazing. And if you've read it, no spoilers in the comments, please. Alright, so I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to follow the blog and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye!